What it is, world, Facebook world, back at it tonight for number 41. Wow, we're kind of trucking along here, aren't we? So, tonight I'm going to go a quick little spiel on supplements. This is a very controversial subject in the sports fitness industry. There's lots of a shit ton of different supplements out there, and some people think that if they're not taking supplements, they're not going to get results, this and that. They spend a lot of money on different ones and don't really either use the right ones, or they're just wasting their money on things that don't really work. So, first off, you need to know that look at the word supplement. What does that mean? That means it is supplementing what you are already doing, meaning that the focus of your nutrition, of your weight gain, maintenance, or weight loss needs to come from the foods that you are eating. Supplements are less than 5%, are going to make up less than 5% of your total nutrition and the things that you need to be focusing on. So if you aren't eating correctly and you take a bunch of different supplements because you heard that you need to take fish oils and that your iron is low because your energy is low and a bunch of random stuff, like those all may be relevant and that all may be true, but your first focus should come from food, okay? So I know that's not as exciting, probably not what you want to hear, but it's the facts of life. So you can waste all your money on a bunch of random different supplements, or you could focus 100% of your effort on your nutrition first and then worry about supplements. So I do take some. I can't just recommend. I don't just recommend supplements off of the top of my head. Oh yeah, you should take these 5 and you'll be good to go. And everybody's different. You should definitely. It starts with the assessment process. Okay, so are you trying to lose weight? Are you trying to maintain your weight? Or are you trying to gain weight? Those 3 things right there are going to be different, right? Obviously. But the things that are involved with your nutrition and your supplements are going to be different for those people as well. Leanne, what's going on? Thanks for checking in, girl. Hope everything's good. We need to reconnect soon. But there are some that are beneficial for most people, right? But the only true way to really know is to go to your doctor and get a blood panel and see what you are deficient in. That's the best way to go. Now, there are some that most people should be taking, and that would be fish oils are a really good one. There's some mixed reviews out there on like krill oil and omega-6s, omega-3, stuff like that. But fish oils for the most part are good if you're not eating fish, if you're not having like a couple of servings of fish every single day, then, okay, let's say today you had a 10-ounce salmon, okay? Don't worry about any fish oils for that day, but tomorrow you can take them, right? That's one that a lot of people can take. Ladies need a different ratio than men do. You mainly want to focus on the DHA to EPA ratio. I'll have to follow up with you about that one, exactly what that is. But again, going back to the doctor thing, a doctor's good if you find a naturopath. That is a really good way to go because they're not bogged down by the man and the government and all this stuff. They're going to give you straight up facts, and they're going to really look at everything that comes into play when it comes into your performance, when it comes to your nutrition, things like that. I've talked about this several times about how you need to have a holistic approach to your training, to everything, right? So they take that holistic approach. So finding a naturopath would be very beneficial, or somebody who does things along those lines, because they'll do blood testing and they're going to give you all of the things that you're really going to need. So that's one. If you aren't getting roughly 2 hours of sun every day, you're probably vitamin D deficient. Now, again, I'm not saying that just because you didn't get 2 hours of sun that you're vitamin D deficient and that you have to take vitamin D supplements, right? I'm just kind of throwing out some general recommendations out there, but vitamin D is really good. Roughly 10,000 IUs a day. Again, that's depending upon how much sun you're already getting, right? We always want to look to what sources of food, or, in this case, sun, that you can get the most natural way possible. So that's number one. You can go out and get some sun safely. Good. Get your vitamin D that way. A protein supplement is always going to be really good. If you're exercising, you're going to need that. Doesn't really matter if you're trying to gain weight, lose weight, or whatever. Hemp protein is always really good. It's going to be the most natural and the most effective. Hemp's been around for a very long time, used for lots of different things. So that's definitely beneficial. Whey is going to be the other option. If that one's better for like post workout stuff, but in regards to whey, some people are lactose intolerant, so they can't have whey, or some of these other different kinds of protein supplements. So this is a lab, okay? Everything it's testing, it's finding out. Oh, whey didn't work for you. Okay, well, we'll cut it out and we'll try something else and see what works then. Okay, not everything is set in stone when it comes to nutrition, when it comes to exercise, all this stuff. So you just kind of have to adjust, right? That's why the awareness, all these things that I keep building upon and talking about in the past are going to help you. So if you're trying to gain weight, put on some muscle mass, things like that, creatine is a good way to go. That one's one of the more researched supplements out there, and you don't need a lot of it, but it's good for putting on some size. So that's another one. Those are probably like the top ones that you would really need to focus on, if anything. And then again, it's just going back to doing what you need to do with your nutrition first. Eating all the right foods, eating whole foods, eating the right amount of foods is where it's going to come from. So that is my 2 cents on that. If you want the most scientific evidence possible in regards to supplements or anything on that matter, go to www.examine.com. It is the #1 most unbiased scientific website out there in regards to any kind of supplementation. So check that out and let me know what you think. Anybody has any questions on any different kind of supplements they may already be taking, things like that, just feel free, comment below, message me, whatever's going on. And Ben Brewster, brother, got your shirt in yesterday. It's dope. Tread Athletics, my buddy Ben, doing big things. Anyways, thank y'all for checking in, and we'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Have a good one.